This video contains some language, so be warned. It also contains a reading of a very terrible Pokemon-related creepypasta. This particular creepypasta is known as Don't Follow Me and will be read exactly as it was written. It does contain a crap ton of grammatical errors, so I hope that you enjoy whenever I end up reading them. Also, there will be weird voices done for this. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. I was at my friend's in the attic, messing around like kids do, when we found an old Game Boy cartridge. Instantly, my friends went down the ladder and reappeared a minute later with his Game Boy Color. We put the cartridge in for it to play some screeching noise for 30 seconds, then silence for a minute. My friend exclaimed,
"You're a piece of shit."
But after he did, it loaded a Pokemon screen. We thought I was damaged at first. That was until we clicked load game. There was a character called Yellow. As well, the cartridge was yellow. My friend checked his profile. He had 6 max Pokemon cash and 24 badges. My friend, who loved Pokemon, told me it was impossible to have that many badges. We started the game. His dad came up and asked us what we were doing, but when my friend told him, his dad started crying. We asked him why, but he snatched the Game Boy and told us to never touch it again. Well, my friend was having none of that. A week later, I got a call from his mom telling me to come down quick. I heard screaming, crying, silence. I rushed down. It felt like 2 minutes when the walk is 5. When I walked in, my friend was sat there, alone. I asked where were his parents. He said,
"Don't follow me."
I couldn't understand. I walked in and his parents were crying in the corner. I screamed, "What the fuck is going on?" My friend handed me the Game Boy. It read, "He is dead. It's all your fault." It had a body, corpse of some sort with 2 characters over it. I asked him what happened. He said,
"I told Terry not to follow, but he kept coming, so
So what? Please tell me, what did you do?
I used Bite on him."
I couldn't understand it. I took the Game Boy and sat down, then turned it on, and instead of the screech and silence, it cut to the last part. I made Yellow walk to Gary. It came up with 3 choices. Number 1, don't follow me. Number 2, come follow me. Number 3, your death will be swift? I had no idea, so I chose 2. It showed Gary walking towards me, then it blacked out. My friend started crying and having a fit. I looked at the Game Boy and a scream happened. It showed Gary's corpse and suddenly got Prof Oak came running, stopped, and you saw him cry. It then read,
"He is dead. It's all your fault."
But I clicked A. Unlike my friend, it showed a old man on a wheelchair. Then it hit me. The old man is yellow, isn't it? I made him go around, but it only let you go in a cave. I wandered around the cave for 10 minutes until it came into a room full of flowers. In the middle there was a tomb. I walked up to the tomb and clicked A. It read, "Gary, killed out of vengeance. R.I.P. I exclaimed, "Was that it? You dragged me down for a game?" Then a message appeared. It read, "Don't follow me. You won't like what you see." A. The Game Boy exclaimed, "Boo!" My friend and his dad started crying. Then the Game Boy started playing a very sad tune before saying, "You killed him. You could have stopped it, but you killed him." I shouted, "Well, each one made him bloody die." Then his father said, "It was my game. I played it. There is a cheat, but I never figured it out. I hit B by accident and I showed Gary being revived. I kept tapping B, then it went black. It then showed a man. I couldn't tell how old, but a man, running from what looked like a zombie Gary. Then the GB read, "The nightmare will never end." I looked at my friend and his dad and said, "Was that it? A game? It was a game?" 2 nights later, they sectioned, put in a mental hospital, my friend's dad. We burned the cartridge, hoping to never see it again. I never knew other people had games like this as well. It's kind of fucked up if you ask me. That was terrible.